Hey guys, here we go with another awesome house tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build this mansion step by step. This is only going to be part one of two parts, but this part is going to include the instruction for the exterior walls of the house. And then in part two, I will do the inside walls, the decorations, and the yard work. There's actually a pool in the back and then a fountain in the front. This is the back of the house. It's got some patios, little balconies up there. It's a pretty awesome build. It was done in the modern texture pack, and I will tell you right now, it is not a build for beginners. I tried to go as slow and easy as I could, but probably not a really, or if it's going to be your first build, be patient with it. There's a lot of detail, a lot of stuff involved, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, let's get it going. Alright, so for this build, for the house all by itself, that's the middle section between the two blue lines. So the house itself from front door to the back door is 31 blocks, and then from side to side it's 77 blocks. If you want to include the front yard, which is the half circular driveway and the fountain, you need to add another 26 blocks. And if you want the pool that I'm going to build in the backyard, that's going to be another 23 blocks. So a total, if you want all of it, is 77 across the house or the property and 82 from the front of the property to the back of the property. Cool? I hope my little graph here is not too confusing, but let's get started. So let's start on the lower right side of where the house is going to be. Don't worry about the front or the backyard yet. You're going to come up into this corner and you're going to skip this grass block. And I'm going to place a chiseled quartz right there. And then a white concrete right next to it. Come diagonal and forward one. Place another chiseled. Now you're going to do 8 white concrete. 8 and another pillar quartz. You're going to do a white concrete diagonal from that and end it with a pillar quartz, so that you've got that so far. Now with the white concrete, I'm going to come behind this chisel quartz and I'm going to add 7. And then directly next to this last block, I'm going to do 7 more. Place 1 more white concrete directly in front of it, and then a chisel quartz block right at the end of that. Now from this concrete block right here and going left, you're going to place 13. Just like that. And take my chiseled quartz and add a diagonal again coming forward. I'm going to place 1 there and 1 there. And now I want to skip 5 grass blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On number 6, I'm going to place another chiseled diagonally behind that, and then my concrete behind that. So essentially what I'm doing now is I'm simply going to copy what I've done over there onto this side. So let me get that done. I'll be right back. Alright, and now you should have both sides looking exactly the same, just like that, going from one border to the other and edging out here on the front blue line. This middle section here is our doorway. Now what we want to do is grab your white concrete, come right behind this pillar quartz block in the corner, and you're going to come back 19. Like that. And then I'm going to end it with a chisel quartz. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And a chisel. Okay, and now from this back side, come over to this corner, and right next to that chisel block quartz, I'm going to put a white concrete. I'm going to go diagonal and in front of it and put another chisel. And then right next to that, another 7 white concrete. Okay. Now we're actually going to need 8 here because that's what we have in the front. So add an extra white concrete right there. And then top it with the pillar, just like that. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to come in, by one and diagonal, and then a pillar quartz right next to it, so that you're even with that wall right there. And right behind that with the white concrete, we're going to do 2, and then we're going to add 7. Perfect, so it lines up right there. And then going back, place another 7. And a chisel quartz at the end of that. Alright, so that is one side. I'm going to head on over and I'm going to do the exact same thing I did over here, right on top of this side. Yep, just exact same counts, exact same everything, and I'll see you back here when it's done. Alright, there we go. So everything's symmetrical, everything lines up. It's pretty much the opposite of the front. There's a few minor differences, but each side is exactly identical. So that's what we have. Let's come in here and we're going to add from this concrete block to the left, we're going to add 13. And let's do the same to this side. Grab your chiseled, come out the 2 diagonal. That lines up. And same with this. 2 chiseled, 2, 4, 5 blocks, so grass in between for the doorway. And there it is so far. Alright, now we're going to start framing out the windows where they're going to be. So come from the front of the house, looking at the front of the house. Come over to the left side. Skip that quartz block, skip 1 white concrete, and put down whatever block you're going to use to frame out your windows. I'm going to try these pillar blocks and see how they look. You want to skip 2 and then place another one. And then here you're going to come in 1, 2. Skip the 2 in the middle to place your next window. Then here skip 2, put it on 3. Skip 2, other half of the window. And then there should be 3 left in the middle here with 1 block left. Perfect. So we've got, what we will have is 3 windows here on the front wall and then 1 there on the side. And you're going to do the exact same thing on this side. Alright, take your chisel quartz again and put a block right there where that 3 block gap is between the windows, and same thing on this other side, because these are actually going to be 2 more columns that come up. And then take your block of choice for your windows and add 3 more on top of each one of these all the way down. frame of the windows, I'm going to use my white concrete stairs. I'm going to just put 2 upside down in between each window like that. And now fill the inside of each window with glass panes. I think this glass will look okay. Yeah, I think we'll keep using that. Next, let's raise up all of our white concrete blocks, and just to the top of the window here. So you're going to add 4 more to each of these, just like that, all the way down. Now take your white concrete and raise this wall by 4, all of it, just in your white concrete. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to do this all the way down. Well, this is what I have so far, but this isn't going to work with my roof that comes down a little bit lower on this first level. So I need to pull this down by 2. And you're going to take it down by 2 all the way to this little corner. Okay, so it looks like that. Let's fix this side as well. Just to there. Alright. So that's what it should look like right now. Grab the quartz and let's raise up all these walls as well. You're just going to raise it to as high as it is all the way around. Head over to the left side of the house here. Go ahead and grab this pillar up as well, or that row. We're going to leave this alone for right now, and let's do some more windows on this side. I want to have another window that lines up with that one right there. So skip 2, place the other side. And then down here we're going to have a 1 wide window instead of 2, like that. So now we can bring all this up. I'm going to grab my white concrete, starting with this one, and I want it as tall as that side there. Same with this. And then these are only going to come up to 4 total. Like that. take your stairs, 2 upside down, and then your glass pane on the side. Okay, same thing on this side. And our stairs in between, so it looks like that. We can also go ahead and pull these up as well. Did I go up one too high? Yep. Looked a little too big. And then we can do these corner blocks as well. And now we just have to fill it all in, everything that's left, until we reach the top of the wall. And 2 more. Just like that. Cool. And you guessed it, we're going to do the same thing on that wall right there. So when my wall's done, I'll be right back. Alright, let's head back towards these 2 front areas here. And go ahead and bring up the quartz, each end here. But it's going to stop 1 short. It's going to be only 5 tall, not 6. And do the same thing on this side. Oh, let's bring this all the way up. Did I miss that corner? No. Okay. Alright, and now we're going to take our stairs and put an upside down concrete stair there, or quartz stair there. It'd be nice if we could have concrete stairs. And put 4 pillars, or 4 panes of glass. Then we're going to take this quartz again and come up 1 more. Like that. Do the same thing on this side. Right there. 3 panes. No, it's supposed to be 4 panes of glass, and then your stairs. And 1 more. And then across the top here in the middle, more upside down stairs. And then fill all this in with glass. Like that. And same thing on the other side. So now these windows that we just put up here in the front, we're going to also place here on the back, starting with the quartz blocks here in the corner, and just match exactly what you did up there. Alright, cool. So now, just like we did on the front side, we're going to put the quartz columns here in between the two windows. And on this side too. Alright, there we go. That's what it should be looking like at this point. Okay, so let's head back towards the front of the house where you have the walls that are too higher. And I want to raise these column pillars all on the front here. I want to raise them by 6. So I can just start right here and then bring each one of these up by 6. We're also going to raise the back pillars, the ones on the back of the house. And because that is 2 blocks shorter, I'm going to raise those by 8 so that they're completely even. Cool, so my columns are all done. I brought up these back ones by 8 and then the front ones by 6. And so they're all even directly across, all the way across. Now let's start framing up the walls for the second floor. And it's going to be essentially like what we did downstairs. So put a row of white concrete and a window side. Skip your 2 blocks and put your other side. Fill in the concrete on either side of the window, like that. Of course, don't forget your glass. And add your quartz stairs. And then put in another window right here, the same way we did that other one on the left. Glass pane, quartz stairs, white concrete. Alright, and now you're going to fill in the top here 2 more rows so that it's equal with that quartz. Just like that. Alright, cool. Now just rinse and repeat over here on this side. Alright, so still here on the front of the house where our walls are up high on the second floor, I've decided I'm going to do a crimson stairs under the window and then some darker granite stairs underneath that, kind of in between the floors. So what I did is I've got this stair right underneath the window, and you want it upside down turning that way. These are going to be upside down facing forward. And then bring that corner around again. And then my granite stairs, one on each side, and take my slabs all the way across, like that. And I'm going to put another row of granite stairs right underneath. And then the last 2 are going to be up here hanging upside down in the corner. So that's what mine's going to look like. You know, of course, use whatever materials you want. I'm going to do the same thing to these 2 windows, and then I'll meet you back here. Okay, there we go. I've got it detailed out here in the front. Let's head to the back. And I'm going to use my polished quartz again, chiseled quartz. And these back windows here, or above these back windows on the second level, are actually going to be little balconies. So start by adding 4, and you want to just line it up with the window down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then do it to the other windows, just these front center or back center ones. Okay, so you've got a little top on each window here. And then next, let's grab our white concrete and come over to this corner here and just fill this in all the way up to the top. Like that. And then here in the center where you have the 3, let's fill those in all the way to the top. And this last one here at the end. Let's bring it all the way up. Oops. Not out, just up. Okay. Now let's do the same thing for this side. And this last corner. Alright, so it should look like that. Alright, now let's head back out the back side of the house here. And we're going to start building up our little patios. I think I'm going to do... So I'm going to use glass blocks up here. The panes aren't going to work because I'm actually going to put in some doors. So I'm just going to bring it up by 4. And down the other side. Let's put in our 2 doors. I'm going to put another glass block above the doors. And then right above that, I want to put my upside down quartz stairs. That's not too bad. I might use a different glass. Let me get these next 3 done the exact same way. And then it might be a little see-through. Actually, I might take out these. Let's do that. And let's just make them out of our pillar blocks. And it sort of matches everything already anyway. I think that'll be alright. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to finish these next 3 and I'll be right back. Alright, that's all 4 of the windows. Now I can switch to my white concrete and just fill in these last 2 rows above each one. Like that. So now that I got the 4 entryways for the patios here done, I'm going to grab my red nether brick stairs and I'm going to frame out their little balconies. So one upside down there, facing out, another one next to it right there, bring it in again, and out by 2 more. And then this side you're going to curve back in. Same thing on this side, upside down stair. Turn it once out, turn it in, and then go out by 2 and connect them. So that you should have that now. And I'm going to finish up these other 3. 4 framed out, just have to go back in and fill it in with whatever block you're using. love the sound this stuff makes. Alright, cool. Just like that. So this next part, you might want to change if you want to use some glass panes and fence it off instead. I think I kind of preferred that in the original build. I think I ended up changing it. But if you want to do it like the original build, or here's a cool idea that you might like, put another stair upside down right next to the doorway here in the corner. Bring it out one, bring it in one, bring it out by two. Same thing with this side. Bring it in, out by two, and then can use slabs to go across the front here. So that's one look. And you can even use the same material instead of splitting it up like that, whatever. Or let's just try some black stained glass. See what that looks like instead. So I don't know, there's both looks. If you're actually going to come out onto the patio, I feel like this might be a better view. No, maybe not. I guess that's alright. Well, so anyway, maybe I'll keep it just like that, and I'll do the inside one with the granite, and I'll do the outside one with more glass. Alright, let me finish those up. Alright, well after I had done half and half, it looked pretty bad, so I just went ahead and I used the granite. It seems to be a little hardier. You know, this is a pretty big house, and having some flimsy glass panes as a balcony railing just didn't seem right. Didn't fit good. So anyway, that's what the back of the house looks like as of right now. Alright, and so to sort of blend the top and the bottom level here, I'm going to take my quartz slabs, or my granite slabs, and I'm going to put 4 like that. I'm going to put 2 right in front of it, and I'm going to put 2 right there. So each one of these will have a little more design. Whoops. Come up right underneath there. And then in front, and then underneath. And one more. Okay. So let's go ahead and finish up the sides of this back wall here. I'm going to take my white concrete for this little inlay here. I'm going to bring it up by 2 more levels like that, and then we're going to put in a window just like we have downstairs. So essentially you're going to line it up with the downstairs one. And skip your 2 in the middle. Put your quartz stairs on top, and then your glass down the side. And we can take and fill in the rest of this white concrete all the way to the top. And then just like we did the windows in the front, let's go ahead and put some trim underneath this one. Just like that, a little sill. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side real quick. Whoops, whoa, whoa. And 2 more rows of white. Pillar here. 4 high, whoops. Quartz stairs. And glass panes. More concrete. finish it up with this corner here. Alright, so let's go to the front, and we're going to bring in our doorway area here. So right behind this quartz, go ahead and put a row of concrete all the way to the top. And then right behind that, another one. Like that. And do the same thing on this side. Alright. And now we're going to put like a little archway up here. So come into this, inside this very middle row here, and go up to your 6th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Put an upside down quartz stair there facing in, and put another one on that side. Then right on top of that, I'm going to put a chiseled quartz block on both sides, and then upside down stairs again, and another full block of quartz, and then in here an upside down stair facing forward. And grab your stairs again, and I'm going to put one upside down facing in on this quartz block and on that one. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So it looks like that. And then I want another stair like this, but here in the front. So I'm just going to place one here as sort of my brace, and then put that one right there. And you can knock that one out, you don't need it. So that's what we should have so far. And then you want to take your quartz stairs and put one there and one there, and same thing on this side. Now you should have something that looks like that. And then just to make the peak a little more evident here, let's put a quartz slab up on top of that. Yeah, looking pretty good so far. Alright, let's head on to the other side of this. And I'm going to take my chisel quartz and I'm going to put another block right here in the center. And then I'm going to place one right there, and one right there, and then 3 across this middle row. Add a second one here at the top. So it should look like this. Alright, so now we can start working on the doorway. So let's come back down to this side, and I'm going to bring up some more of these chiseled quartz blocks. Let's see, let's bring it up all the way to the other one here that we just placed on the inside. And then let's put a row of glass across the top. And then let's just continue that glass all the way down. And then we'll have our doors. So I guess here I'm going to want to put in my glass blocks again so that my door will fit. I don't like putting doors next to glass panes. It just doesn't match up right. That might look okay. And let's try this door. Alright, so far so good. I'm not real keen on these lines in the glass, so I think I'm going to use, what is this, blue blue stained glass. And I'm going to bring the blocks all the way up. Just a personal preference, I guess. You can have yours any way you like it. And one more. Yeah, I just like that. I think that's going to look better. It's a giant vaulted ceiling here in the middle of the house. So I think it's going to look better if the more open it is right here. Yeah. Alright. That's how I'm going to keep this. And now we just want to duplicate that same archway up here on the second level. So you're going to come to this middle column again, and this time you're going to come down the second one from the top and put in your upside down stair, and on the other side as well. Oh, let me grab back my chisel quartz. Alright, I'm going to put a solid chisel quartz there and there, and more stairs, and another chisel block, and our upside down stair in the middle. Okay, grab more quartz stairs, upside down right there, upside down right there, other side, and then we want our bracing block right there real quick. Put our upside down stair and get rid of that. Okay, let's grab the chisel quartz. I'm going to put one here, here, and here. And we're not going to put a slab up here like we did down there, because that's already starting, just right above that is going to be the shaping of the roof. So we're going to leave it like that. So not exactly the same, but the same concept. And let's go in on the back of this one as well. And we're going to do the same thing. Bring this top one up. And these three across. Add that one again. And then these bottom corner ones. Like that. Now all this area in the middle is going to be glass. Oh, and actually, here we go. All right. Oh, let's finish it. There we go. Nice. So now we want to do the exact same thing on this side for the center. So in the interest of saving time, I won't record that part. Hopefully this part was self-explanatory enough. You could always go back, just listen to that first part again, but I'm going to get this done and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now we got our front and back all built up, and still here at the front of the house, I'm going to take my granite stairs and I'm going to place a stair right here, upside down, right on that outer pillar. Come around this side and you're going to place a granite slab and then an upside down stair in that corner right next to the slab. Now you can turn and bring these stairs out all the way to the other side. Oops. Like that, and then in the center we can just put in solid granite. So it gives us a little trim right there. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. slab, and a stair, and more stairs. Oh, Jesus. And our solid blocks in the center. Okay. Then I want to do one more thing. I'm going to take my slabs and I'm going to put a row underneath the trim we just put up, so that we only have a half a block of white showing. Alright, perfect. Now let's go ahead and start shaping out our triangle up here for the roof. So come out to this slab right here in the corner and put stairs right there. Then come over to the back of those stairs and put another one upside down like that. You can do the same thing to this side. Alright, now we want to come up again. So another stair facing in right there. Another stair facing in right there. And then I'm going to put in my solid chisel quartz right here. And we're going to put another granite stair upside down right there. And on that one. Then go up and we're going to put another stair on top of that facing in. Or is that facing out? I don't know. Alright, so far so good. We're going to do two more so that they meet in the middle. Whoops. And they're not going to meet if you go the wrong way. And the stairs in the middle. And now because this one's at the top, I can go ahead and add my slab. And then I'm just going to take my, I want to fill in these blocks back here. Do I want to use the quartz? Yeah, let's go ahead and use the quartz. So I'm going to put 3 blocks there and 1 up there. That way you can't see through to the other side, but it fills in so it doesn't look like a gap. Alright, cool. So hopefully that's not too confusing. I think that's probably the most complicated part of the build. So that's what it should be looking like. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side and get it all uniform like that, front to back. Alright, so we're going to grab our granite stairs. We're going to come right here, do an upside down stair, our slab, stair, I cannot get the hang of that click and drag thing. I don't know if it's because I'm on a PC. It just doesn't work for me very well. Ah, God. Okay. Let's put that back. Fill in our empty space. Oh, did I lose another one? No. Okay. Alright, so we got that. Do it on the other side. And then we'll start building the front here. Alright, now both sides are done. I'm going to come back in to where this slab is on the corner. Put up my stair. Put one upside down right behind it. Same thing here. Now we're just going to start climbing up. So the middle section here of the house in the back is finished. And looking pretty good. Everything looks pretty even. It's coming out kind of nice with the new colors that I've picked for this particular build this time. Yeah, alright. Happy with it. So now let's start framing out the roof here. Let's go over to the left side and from the front of the house. And I'm going to put a row of upside down granite stairs along here, stopping right there on the corner, and grab a granite slab and another stair. And keep coming to this side. Gonna want an upside down stair, a slab, and then just keep bringing these down. Okay. There we go. Bring it around. Your slab. One more stair. And same thing with right here. Stair, slab, stair, and bring it around. Now we're going to make the same kind of peaks that we have on the center of the house up there. So come back over to this side and we're going to do the same thing. Just put a stair going that direction right there on the slab. And behind that an upside down stair. Oh. Got to be sure to show you how not to do it, right? And then we're just going to keep climbing on either side until we get even with these outside windows. So we're going to come to here and to here. And just keep going back and forth. Couple more. One more. Yeah. Okay. And do the same thing to this side. And one more. Whoops. Alright, so hopefully it's centered. You should have these two blocks still here in the middle. Okay. So now I want to start shaping up the triangles that go to the peaks of this roof here. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did in the center of the building. I'm going to put a stair that direction and then one right behind it upside down. And same with this one. And then we're going to bring it up 6 more, just back and forth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and do the same thing on this side. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you should have 2 squares left here. Just put another upside down square or stair there, square stair in there, and then I'm going to put slabs on top. Okay, cool. Now do that same thing on this side right here. Alright, I got both of my sides done. And now it's just rinse and repeat on this side, starting with your upside down stairs as your trim going all the way around. then bringing it out with a slab and ending with a stair right there, and then just do the same thing on this side and go all the way around. Go ahead and build your triangles, shape out your roof for this side, and when mine's all done, I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so I got all my A-frames done here for my roof for the sides. So now I'm going to take my andesite stairs and I'm going to come down and start my roof. And I want to start it on these upside down stairs that I placed. I'm going to come all the way around, curve it, and have it meet that stair. Come up and do the same thing again. I know that doesn't work. I don't know why I keep trying it. Turn it, and then just bring it all the way up to the top until you meet the very top of that stair up there. So I'll see you at the top. Alright, so obviously I have changed my material, of course, as soon as you turned around. So I'm quite using the andesite stairs because that was just kind of plain. I went with these polished blackstone. It just looks more like a roofing tile to me. So anyhow, for these last two, take slabs of whatever you're using and just match it up here all the way across to the other side. Like that. Alright. And then come to the back of the house here and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to fill in this corner and should meet up with that side. And then once you get up to the top here, when you're putting up this last row, you might have to break out that block so that it meets it, so that it curves like that. Looks a little bit better. Alright, so that's the second side of the roof. Looking good. And then, of course, we're going to do this side, and this side's very easy. You're just going to go back and forth the whole way. Oh, missed it by one. So, yep, just bring it all the way up, fill it in, and then I'll be back when it's done. Alright, got it all filled in. Just like this. And now we're going to start putting in the wall here. Just place a block on each of the stairs for right now. Kind of like that. And now I'm just going to fill in all the empty space above those blocks I just put in. Okay, so now it looks like this from the inside, and on the outside it should be all filled in. And let's do the same thing on this side. We're going to go ahead and start with our roof. Keep filling that up until you get all the way to the top. And since I can't obviously move and place blocks while I talk, see? I'll just be right back when mine's all done. Alright, that is a lot of shingle. So once you have the other roof placed, just put in your concrete blocks and then fill in the wall. Like that. Alright. I'm not sure what this random block is. There we go. So this is what the inside's looking like. It's our outside. Starting to look like a bit of a house, I think. We still have our windows to do up here. And then the main roof there in the middle. And then that's probably going to be all I can fit into this first part. There's going to be a part 2 where I'll do the interior of it with the walls and decorations and everything. And hopefully the fountain I want to put out here in the front. And then there's also a pool in the back. So hopefully I can fit most of that into a part 2. And if not, there might have to be a part 3, but we'll see. Alright. I'm thinking about changing the doors to something more solid. And maybe this one. That might look better. I don't know, I might even put like black columns here on the sides. And do I have any? No, I'll do that later and see what it looks like. So we want to go back. We're going to make more of these triangles on these sides here. One up on that side, one up on this side, and then from there it's pretty easy. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my granite stair. And no, let's got to put a slab in the corner and an upside down stair there. Do that on all 4 corners. Slab, stair. Slab and a stair. And a slab and a stair. Alright, so now we're going to build up our frames, and we're going to do it just like we have been doing. So on this slab we're going to put a stair and one right behind it, like that. You're going to do that to all your corners. Oops, this direction, right behind it. And same thing for the other side. And then here we're just going to crisscross back and forth until you get to about what you feel is about the middle. I think it's about 17, 16. But just keep going until they meet in the top at the center. And then you're going to do the same thing that you did down here. You're going to put your 2 upside down stairs, one in this direction and one in that direction. These 2 here. So let me get mine done and I'll be right back. Alright, so just for reference, from not counting this first stair, I actually added 11. 1, 2, 3, up to 11. And they actually met perfectly at the top, with these top 2 being back to back. So, again, same thing on the other side. Just build it up, back and forth stairs until you reach the top. Alright. Once you have both your frames built for either side, go ahead and come on into the inside, and I'm going to grab my white concrete. I'm just going to make a row. Whoops, I don't want to include that one. Right here on the inside, and another one right on top. We're just going to fill in all these gaps right here. Whoops. Alright, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now it should be looking like this on the inside, not like this. See why I gotta pay attention? Alright, looking good so far. So now, because this is going to be the attic area, let's put in, how about with some crimson stairs? Maybe with these. So I'm going to come down just below these two solid squares here. I'm going to make a little attic window. Sort of like that. Yeah, that'll work. And we'll pop one in on the other side as well. Alright. Cool. So now we're ready to start filling in the roof here. So I'm going to grab my polished blackstone and start here on this granite slab and bring it all the way across, and then here in this corner have it turn so it meets these granite stairs, and we're just going to keep building until we get to this level right here all the way around. And with each one you're just going to come out one, or excuse me, go in one, I guess. Oh yeah, and turn it. So just do that all the way up, and we're going to do the same thing on that side as well. And when mine's done, I'll be right back. Okay, here's what the one section looks like, and I brought this set of stairs up so it'll be peeking above that one, I think. We might have to fix that corner. But anyhow, then from this row, it's going to end up going all the way across in a straight line and should meet up on the other side. This corner here is going to be exactly like we did this corner here. So let me get all that done, and then I'll show you what it should look like. Alright, so now that I got my other side done here, I can see I don't want these stairs. We're just going to put slabs in instead. There we go. That looks better. And then, like I said, once you bring it up to the point where it's meets this peak, then from there you're just going to go all the way across, just straight. See if I can pull this off. Oh, that's right. Cool. Alright, so anyway, so little things in life, right? Go ahead and finish that up, and then I'll meet you back here. Alright, so the roof is completely done and sealed up on all sides. So let's go back over here to the front, and I'm going to go ahead and frame out the windows. There's 4 windows up here in the front in the roof, and then there's also 4 on the back side. So let's start. I think I'm going to use crimson stair for this again. And let me grab my slabs as well. Okay, so let's start on the right side of this middle section here. And you want to come into, you want to skip these 2 stairs and knock out your 3rd one. Okay, so you got 2 stairs between the edge and the beginning of the window, and then you should have 2 full stairs under it as well. And knock out 4, 3, and 4. Now skip over 3, 1, 2, 3, and on that one knock out another 4, 3, and 4. Alright, so that's where our two windows are going to be on the right side. It should be lining up with our basalt pillar right here on either side, so that looks good. And then let's come over and do the exact same thing on this side. You're going to go up 2, then you're going to go over 2 and knock out 4, skip 3, knock out 4. Alright, now just start right here, and I want to put my basalt pillars down. Actually, I want this bottom one to face out, just because that's the design for this block. But you want 4 of them in total, like that. And I'm going to do that to each side of each window all the way down. Alright, so I had started off, of course, in a different block, but the lodestone looked pretty cool up here. It blended in, the dark blended in too much, so I went with something a little bit lighter. And we all know how I love the lodestone. So, once you have your 4 pillars up, your little frame for your windows here, and I'm going to use quartz stairs, put 2 upside down in the middle like that. I'm going to use white concrete here on the bottom, like that. And then we're going to knock out 4 more of these, so right behind here, 2, 3, and 4. And I think we have to take these 2 out as well. So this is where our frame's going to go. I also think I'm going to have to take out these 2 blocks, but we'll do that here in a minute. And then you're going to take your glass panes, let's put them down the middle. So let's do that with all the windows up to that point, and then I'll come back and we'll frame out this top. Okay, so now I've got it all 4 windows up here done. I've got all my holes cut out for where it's going to meet up with the roof. Now let's go into the inside here. And from this back row right here, I'm gonna use lodestone again, I think. So you're gonna bring it out by 2, and then the one directly underneath that, bring it out by 1. Do the same thing on this side, so that the gap there for where the roof it meets the block is covered up. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to take my granite stairs, and I'm going to put one like that on this side and on that side as well. Then I'm going to go around and put one facing up, and same way with right here. Oh, not right there, right here. And then keep going and put one upside down. And then your last 2 should be back to back on the top, like that. Alright, and then let's do that for the rest of the windows. Upside down, and then up. And don't forget about the inside. Oops, whoa. So you want 1 here, 2 here, 1 here, 2 here. Alright. And the rest of it, and I'll be right back. Alright, my 4 are done. Now I'm just going to take some solid blocks and block that off. There we go. So next I'm going to take my slab, my granite slab. I'm going to put one under that last stair right there, and then bring it in 2 more. Like that. And I'm going to do that to all these sides. Wow. And then the last one over here. And then the rest of it is just taking the blackstone stairs or whatever you use for your roof, and starting here next to the granite stair, start bringing it around until it meets with that one. Same way with this, all the way to the top. And then I believe once you get to this point, you're gonna have to take out these 2 blocks so that they turn. Like that. Okay, so do that to all these windows, and then I'll see you back here when it's done. Alright. Well, look at us go. So I've got my 4 windows up here in the attic done. Came out like that. And now, of course, I have to say the dreaded sentence. And you know it's coming. Put 4 more on the back right here. So just to get it started, you're going to come into 1, 2, go to 3, and then make sure you skip 2 and knock out the 3rd. And you're going to knock out 4. That's where it all starts. Skip your 3 and knock out 4 more. Like that. So go ahead, do these 4 windows. I'll come back when mine are all done, and then we're going to finish up these windows right here on either side, and that's going to be it for part 1, because it's been already, I think, over an hour. So we'll just finish up the outside here, call that good for part 1, and then in part 2 we'll do the entire interior and hopefully the exterior, the yard work and everything as well. So I'll be right back. Alright, onto my last window here, my last side. Just want to make sure you have the inside frame here. You covered up that gap that's going to show in the front with your solid blocks. And then you're just going to do your stairs into your roof. Taking out this one so it curves. There we go. And then we can get started on the 2 ends, just filling in those center parts. They're pretty easy actually. Okay, easier than putting this roof on. Oh my gosh. I was doing so good till I came back and started recording again. Okay. Whew. Alright, so I got all my attic windows done. Now, let's go ahead and start working on these 2 sides. Alright, so now we're on to these 4 sections here. They're pretty easy. You're going to come over to this shorter quartz block, put an upside down stair there. One on the shorter one, and one right there. And then we're going to start building up our frame. So do the back and forth stair thing. And the same thing with this side. until they meet. Well, they're going to be a block apart because we're going to put a slab in between them. See. Okay, so let's put in. I'm going to take one off. I'm going to have 2 slabs in the center because my window's actually one bigger than the original build. The original build, I think, had 3 panes here. No, let's just come up one more because I don't like the way that looks. And then we can do, see what this looks like. With 2 slabs on top, maybe. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Alright, so you're going to put your stair here facing out and then one on top of it. And then 1, 2, 3, 3 more up. And then you're going to put an upside down stair on the inside so they meet and some slabs on top of that. And then just repeat all the way around. Okay, I got all my second little A-frames in here up, and I'm going to fill in another block right there of concrete to fill that hole. And then I'm going to put in some glass right along here, just like that. And then to bring it around, you can just fill this area in with stairs, like that. And back down the other side. Whoops, not upside down. Now I'm going to take my white concrete and start covering up all this extra space. So I'm going to start by covering my stairs. And these as well. Oops. And then just fill in all of these empty spaces with white concrete. Color in the lines. Okay. Alright, so you should have that. So now go ahead and just copy that onto the other 3 sides here. And then that's going to wrap it up for this part 1. Part 2 will do the entire interior of the house and probably most of the outside as well. Hopefully I can fit all that in. I tried to cut out as much of the build as I could, you know, repeating everything to save time. It's very time extensive, but I love this house. It's just, I don't know, something about it. I just like this house. So anyway, I'll get mine done and I'll show you the final product before closing. So there we go. I've got all 4 of mine done. This is what the inside of our house is looking like. There's actually 2 full floors, and then there is an attic area that we're also going to build. So essentially this is a 3-story house. But yeah, it looks pretty good. No, it looks pretty awesome so far. Even without any kind of decorating or yard work or anything, it looks pretty amazing. So thanks for hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. I thank you all for watching, and there will be a part 2 probably within the next few days, and I'll go over the entire interior walls, the floors, some pretty awesome stuff in there too. So thanks again, guys. See you again soon.